Hello guys, welcome back to Mavis, Manuel Virtual Space, and kita akan lanjut lagi Alan Wake Part 2, dimana saat ini mobil kita tuh jatuh dan istri kita nggak tahu kemana. Oke, tanpa basa-basi lagi, mari kita mulai saja. Wait, mine.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Oke, jadi guys di part sebelumnya kita tuh
The gas station was my best bet.
Oke.
They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Oke, itu tujuan kita berikutnya. Jadi di episode sebelumnya itu kita kita itu sebenarnya lagi berlibur. Ya pertama kita kan mimpi, terus kita lagi berlibur. Sayang banget, cok mobilnya. Jadi kita lagi berlibur sama istri kita ke sebuah kota. Di kota ini namanya Breakfast. Tapi ada keanehan yang bingung gitu loh. Sebenarnya ada apa sih kota ini? Nah, kita coba menguak misteri tentang keanehan-keanehan di kota ini dan keberadaan istri kita yang saat ini nggak tahu pergi kemana.
Hello?
And who the hell are you?
Hello? Someone there?
Dapat kertas.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Nggak pernah merasa nulis itu. Okay.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Oke. Nah, kita coba masuk jauh lebih dalam ke hutan itu supaya bisa menemukan jalan ke pom bensin yang tadi kita lihat di atas.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Lo nggak normal bro, kayak gitu tuh balik sama kalau gue ngibrit deh. Buat yang lo belum pada tahu juga, ternyata nih gue baru dapat infonya dari IGN. Dari IGN sama apa ya? Spot ya.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Oke. Gak bisa telepon. Tapi feeling gue nggak enak. Jadi ternyata Alan Wake itu mau keluar, mau rilis remasternya. Nah, gue nggak tahu apakah ini sih sebenarnya bukan masuk.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Jatuhnya bukan ke masuk kayak di si remaster sih sebenarnya.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square. And square.
Ya, dia mau. Pak. Oke. Horor sudah mulai horor.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine bright.
Oke. Jadi gue baru lihat-lihat dari IGN kemarin ada beritanya kalau Alan Wake akan keluar remasternya. Nah, gue nggak tahu sih grafisnya akan seperti ini atau enggak. Yang pasti sih upgrade ya kayaknya. Mana? Loh. Itu sih. Yo, Allah mama. Wah. Jukebox bro, jukebox.
Incontested.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Yeah, get the gun, man. Let's fight back. And the flashlight too. Ya, bengek, apa istirahat dulu. Alan. Nah, jadi pastinya sih semuanya akan sama. Karena kan remaster, cuma grafis aja yang berubah.
Trying. It's the latest thing. Incontestably proven.
Yeah.
Let you.
Yes!
Right Falls Sheriff Station. Only
Hello?
Cholesterol levels down.
This is bad.
Shit. Oh shit. No. Gila nih orang. Didorong rumahnya pakai bulldozer ke bawah, cuy. Wah, takut. Oke, kita harus ke sini, guys. Kebuka sendiri. Oh, shit.
More of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Tadi ada sign ke kiri. Oke. Banyak signnya. It's telling me something. Oh,
Eerie
okay.
hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight.
Gun.
Someone had hidden a chest of
Anything
supplies
else?
near it.
No? Alright. It's okay. Jadi pokoknya sih gua nggak tahu sih, kayaknya sih keluarnya di Steam ya. Mungkin gue juga rada kecepetan gitu ngeliat. Anjir. Aduh. Oh iya, lupa. Harusnya kesini dulu guys, jangan langsung ditubruk. Kalau masih ada aliran listrik ya, bentar. Bisa nggak ya? Ini harusnya.
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
Easy. Kalau ini kan gue mainnya di ini ya, di Epic Game Store. Gue belum pernah lihat di Steam dan belum tahu harganya karena waktu itu gue beli kalau nggak salah ini gratis ya, lagi gratis gitu, dan gue pengen nostalgia lagi sama game lama ini gitu kan. Harga normal juga belum tahu.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Tapi kalau nanti keluar mungkin gue akan coba review ya, bukan walkthrough lagi. Gue akan coba review dan bedakan dengan grafisnya di Alan Wake biasa di Episode Store. Anjir, teman-teman.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that indeed, sir? Where is it coming from? That voice.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Tapi jujur aja ini indah banget loh sumpah. Kalau bukan game horror ya, ini indah banget. Dari grafisnya, dari ceritanya sih emang karena pendekatannya horror kan, bukan kesini. Tapi dari grafisnya ini indah. Dan buat tahun 2010 grafis kayak gini tuh udah ajib banget sih. Emang beda gitu Alan Wake Remedy. I need to go here first. Look at that.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls.
Barry
He
Wheeler.
jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Okay. Aduh anjir, kaget gua.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Stucky the Stalker. Sebenarnya tuh seremnya itu lebih ke atmosferik, bukan hantu kayak atau zombie kayak Resident Evil gitu. Tapi bos, ngagetinnya itu jump scare-nya kurang ajar. Terus yang bikin ngeselin lagi sound effect ya. Waduh anjay. Wih. Waduh. Jukes bro. Wah anjay. Jukes bro. Gila gak jago gak tuh? Veteran nih bro, veteran. Here, nothing. Let's see. Oh, a little marks over there. Let's see. Sebenarnya sih bisa lewat dari situ langsung belok kiri. Gak perlu lewat dari sini.
Taken. They're taken.
Taken indeed. Oh enggak deh, harus lewat sini. Satu hal lagi yang jadi pertanyaan, siapa yang naruh di situ baterai baik banget gitu, tahu aja gue lagi diserang makhluk nggak jelas.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Duh. Anjay. Apalah, one hit. Selama masih tetap hidup. It's about survival, bro. Kita ambil dulu. Whoa, shotgun, baby. Let's see how you're doing with this gun.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. With all this forestry equipment around, there had to be something I could use to reach the top.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather's absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you.
Iya.
Listeners know
Buat lo
I'm a
enak,
night
buat
owl, and
gua
it's on
kagak.
nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and who'd keep you company all night long if I weren't? It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Jadi kita denger dulu deh. Ini
Hello,
soalnya penting
Maurice.
buat story.
What are you up to?
Walaupun sebenarnya nggak
Oh, isn't it
mempengaruhi
beautiful
juga,
out
tapi
there?
nambah.
The reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too dumb for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
Alalala, aku tahu kalau bisa jadi copyright. Gak usah kita dengar lama-lama kalau udah masalah lagunya nanti copyright kayak copyright. Baru kemarin upload yang pertama udah
At first I
copyright.
kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Jadi YouTube ini benar sih kata Bang Tara, Bang Gema. Gue juga salah satu fans.
The gas station was closer now. Its light welcoming in the darkness.
Yeah, it's closer. Oh my god. That si kampret juga makin dekat.
Is second best. The famous dog is.
Males gue. Baiknya sih langsung ke sana ya. Tapi kita ambil jalan dari sini dulu deh. Biar lebih masuk ke story-nya. Ada orang nggak jadi kan lo? Aduh, lagi cuy. Oh shit. Kok banyak sih? Pakai ini. Nggak jelas, pakai ini aja. Banyak coy. Ngeri coy. Wah anjay, gila dari kanan coy. Coy. Gak bisa loh. Nah di sini udah aman sus tadi. Dan nggak akan respon lagi. Pokoknya kalau lu pada
I stepped
lihat
into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Kalau misalnya lu lihat ada aura-aura gitu terus back sound musiknya udah mencekam, nah itu udah pasti musuhnya datang. Dan kalau bisa mending langsung kabur aja. Kalau bisa kabur, kalau mau dilawan ya lawan, tapi wave pertama aja. Dia kan akan respon terus. Dan wave-nya itu tidak terbatas gitu. Kalau lu terus ngendep di situ nungguin sampai benar-benar aman enggak bisa. Mending lewatin aja, guys. Tapi balik lagi, ini bahas YouTube sedikit. Gue tahu, gue juga adalah fans Bang Tara dan Bang Gema. Gue ikutin dari 2015 akhir. Dari 2015 akhir. Dan memang gue baru coba YouTube sekarang. Sebenarnya udah pernah bikin. Oh shit man.
Salad, no. A man like me needs a hefty meal.
Shut up.
For today.
Shut up. Gue baru nyoba itu aktif itu sekarang lah. Coba. Lah kok ada sih? Gue nggak ada loh, sumpah. Dan memang perubahan algoritmanya memang gue lihat ya dari sharing teman-teman, dari sharing Bang Tara dan Bang Gema, dan jujur aja mereka juga benar-benar ngebantu gitu untuk kasih tips.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
Oh ya, salah satu keunikannya game ini tuh ini.
It would take a courageous man to change the
Night
script.
Springs.
Having called a
Jadi
press conference,
intinya aja ya,
Dr. Barclay
kalian bisa
Colvin was about to
main
demonstrate
sendiri dan
that
kalian
very
bisa
courage.
cek sendiri.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here
Gua akan
at the
tunjukin satu ini
Moorcock
aja, nanti
Institute.
kedepannya mungkin akan
Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
Oke. Jadi itu ceritanya tentang acara televisi tentang
The
hal-hal
cabin on
gaib
Cauldron
lah,
Lake?
atau
She asked.
hal-hal berkaitan
The
dengan
sheriff
IT.
looked at me suspiciously.
Sorry.
The early morning
IT.
light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
So we're gonna see a sheriff, and by the looks of it, ini kok serem ya. Stop dulu. Tapi baiknya di ini aja. Ini aktifin aja dulu guys ya, supaya nggak bolak-balik. Soalnya ke depan nanti akan. Oh shit man. Huh.
As you might think, it can be dangerous. It requires patience.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
The engine takes tools. Fatal.
Yo!
Carl, you.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reached the lights at the gas station alive.
Untuk bos pertama sih one hit kill ya, tapi nggak tahu kedepannya apakah memang semua bos bisa one hit kill kalau pakai style gun. Okay, use. Let's go forward. Okay, kayaknya kita semakin dekat dengan udah nyampe malah. Dan semakin dekat pada akhir chapter ini.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice.
Oke. Tuh, lihatnya di mana ya, lupa gue.
After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back,
knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled
for a brief moment,
then let go as the
unrelenting
unrelenting
darkness
darkness
engulfed him.
Jadi si Stucky ini
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Berarti Deer Fest-nya itu seminggu lagi. Tapi pas mereka datang, Deer Fest-nya itu pas mereka
I had to
datang
get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Iya, ntar dulu. Pas mereka datang, Deer Fest-nya itu sisa 2 minggu. Tapi pas si Alan sama Alice hilang, ini gue nunjukin aja di sini ada collectibles termos. Kalau misalnya kalian mau ini, pokoknya di setiap walkthrough gua walaupun memang nggak ada. Oh my god, dikepung anjay. Buat nunjukin aja sih sebenarnya. Itu lo tinggal ikutin aja dari awal sampai akhir, pasti collectiblesnya kekumpul. Karena posisinya ya nggak semua sih, gue tahu lah pokoknya berapa. And then kayaknya kesini nggak ada apa-apa deh kalau nggak salah ya. Tapi kita coba cek deh, penasaran gue nggak pernah ke arah sini gitu. Oh my god, banyak coy. Ya dia bom mic. Tapi guys, sekali lagi terima kasih kalau memang kalian mau mampir dan anjay. Oh, udah datang sih. Ngapain lo goblok? Gua habis lagi anjir senjata gua semua. By the way, senjata itu nggak akan nggak akan kesimpan pokoknya di setiap chapter pasti senjata lo kembali ke semula gitu. I mean kadang-kadang senjata lo bisa hilang, kadang-kadang senjata lo ada tapi sisa dikit, kadang-kadang
The garage was a mess.
Pokoknya setiap
It
chapter
looked like
beda
someone
deh.
had trashed the place,
Jadi nggak
or that
bakal
there'd been some
kesimpan
kind of fight.
sesuai dengan apa yang lo punya
Alright.
sekarang.
I'll keep writing. Outside there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness.
Cuman ada
I can
kegelapan.
feel a presence in the dark.
Aku
Just
bisa
now, I
merasakan
could smell the
kehadirannya
perfume
di
in the room.
kegelapan.
I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Sama kayak yang ditulis di dalam manuskrip, di dalam naskahnya. Oke, oke. Disinilah tempat si Stucky diculik oleh kegelapan dan menjadi kegelapan itu sendiri. Asik.
Rainbow Sheriff Station.
Pak, tolong kirim dong. Saya butuh bantuan nih. Nah, Pak siapa namanya?
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Terima kasih.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car
Ini loh,
crash with
Mbak.
my wife
Mbak
Alice.
Sarah.
She's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin
Saya
on the
punya
island,
istri.
on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
70s?
Please, I can take
That's a
you
long
there,
time
okay?
ago.
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head.
Yang ngablu.
Are you
itu
okay?
Nggak jelas.
Listen,
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay?
Oke.
Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Stucky udah tiada. We miss Stucky, man. We miss Stucky. Why you do this, Stucky? Ini udah curiga sih dia sebenarnya. Kayak apa yang janggal, tapi dia nggak apa ya, bingung juga gue. Mungkin kalau jadi si sheriff si Sarah itu pasti akan bingung gitu. Si Alan Wake ini ngablu apa gimana sih. Oke guys, terima kasih telah hadir dan menonton video ini. Karena apa namanya ada musik, nanti gua nggak akan lama-lama lagi dan gua akan coba kencangin suara gua supaya bisa menutupi musik ini sehingga tidak copyright. Jadi terima kasih sekali lagi telah menonton dan klik like, comment, and share and subscribe. Sampai ketemu dan sampai berjumpa di video-video berikutnya. Terima kasih, goodbye.